All right, what's going on, everyone? Today, I'm going to explain this catchy phrase, marry the house, date the rate. And I've heard that extended even further to be marry the house, date the rate, divorce the landlord. So what this is basically doing, and I think it does a decent job, is it kind of describes the ability you have in the current market. So when rates went up, people are scared to buy right now because they think, oh, well, rates are too high. What am I going to do? Well, it created a great opportunity because there's far less competition to buy a house. So you can marry the house right now. And the fear is, but then I'm stuck with the interest rate. But you're not stuck with the interest rate. You can date the rate, meaning when a better rate comes along, just throw that one away, refinance, and get a new rate, a better rate. So conceptually, it sounds cool. Marry the house, date the rate, divorce your landlord. But how does it actually work? I'm a visual guy. I got to see things to understand them. So I'm going to show you guys how it works using data and analytics and zero emotion. Check this out. Okay, so let's start off with divorcing your landlord. I used rent of $3,000 a month with $50 in renter's insurance to compare to buying a $500,000 home with just 5% down. Now, another thing I did here, because the market is so unique right now, is the out-of-pocket expense here is going to be only the down payment, because we're going to ask the seller to give us money to pay all of our closing costs. That's not something that was easy to do in 2020 or 2021, but it's very, very common right now. So to start off, what we're really looking for is the payment buying this house similar to my rent? $500,000 home, $25,000 down payment, and I used a rate of 6% as our guiding light here, because that's right where it's been this week, and it is September 3rd, by the way, as I'm making this video. So all that being said, the total monthly mortgage payment here is $3,574. If we come up here to more info, that is $2,847 in mortgage. Property taxes are estimated at $520 per month. Homeowners or hazard insurance is $100 per month. Mortgage insurance is $106 a month. Don't worry. Everyone says they hate mortgage insurance. They don't want it. It falls off. As soon as you have 20% equity, you can have mortgage insurance removed as long as you're not using an FHA loan. So with all those things considered, our total monthly payment is $3,574. By the way, what I'm using to show you this is my buyer's guide. I build these for every single client to make sure they know exactly what everything's going to look like when they're buying a home. Mortgages these days are made to seem one size fits all. It's not the case. It's your house. It's your lifestyle. What's important to you may be different than what's important to somebody else. So we want to make sure you have a buyer's guide site to give you proper education and confidence as you go through the home buying process. Now back to it. So our rent payment was $3,050 a month, and our total housing payment with buying a house with just 5% down is $3,574. Sean, that's $525 more than the rent. It's not the same thing. Check this out. If you net it out, it actually is, because there's things you get as a homeowner that you do not get as a renter. When you break down your total monthly payment, it really is just insurance, taxes, and interest that are the cost of home ownership. The principal, as you pay down your loan balance, every month you're making a payment to the equity of your home. You're using your house as a forced savings account. I'll show you how that works. So I used a very conservative estimate for mortgage interest and tax deduction here. Now, this is going to vary state to state, person to person. You should really always consult with a tax professional to get a rough estimate of the tax benefit for your specific scenario. So by owning a home, I get about $238 per month in tax benefit. You can net this out monthly by increasing the deductions that you make on your W-4. You can claim married, head of household, how many kids you have, and then you'll work with a tax professional to figure out how much you need to increase your deductions to put more money into your paycheck. Now, again, that's going to vary person to person, but that is something you can do. This is the other big kicker. When we make our mortgage payment, $470 per month is going to pay down the loan balance. Every month you make your payment, you're paying down your loan balance by about $470 a month. So in 2 months, you've put almost an additional $1,000 in equity into your home because you're paying down that loan balance. It works just like a car payment would be if you've ever had a car loan. As you make payments, you lower the amount you owe. It does the same thing. You don't get that with rent. With rent, every penny is going to your landlord. All you're doing is paying for a roof over your head. When we net out the tax benefit and the principal we've paid into our equity of our home, that gives me a net monthly payment of $2,863 per month. So buying a $500,000 home, which is 5% down, has a net monthly payment that's lower than the actual rent payment. This is where it makes sense to divorce your landlord and get married to a house. As long as the monthly payment is comfortable using current interest rates, that's kind of your guiding light. The reason we always compare to our rent is because that's what we're comfortable with currently. So every time I talk to clients that are buying their first home, they say, I want my monthly payment to be the same as my rent. That's our baseline. That's where we're going to start. Now, let's say you bought the home using this higher 6% interest rate. Fannie Mae says rates are going to go down to 4.5% next year. So this is where we get into dating the rate. You're dating 6%. You're not married to it. You could always refinance. And people say, Sean, it costs money to refinance. It's not that simple. It can be simple if it's explained to you properly. So let me show you what dating the rate looks like and how beneficial it will be in multiple ways. All right, so let's say we've gotten into 2023, and according to Fannie Mae's estimates, rates have come down to 4.5%. Current loan is at 6%, and our monthly payment was $3,570 per month. Our loan balance is now down to $467,000. That's because, remember, every month you make your payment, it's paying down your loan balance. But the total payment is still based on the original loan amount of $475,000. And then rates drop to 4.5%. You refinance, and this is what it would look like. So we take your rate down from 6% down to that 4.5% rate. That saves you $455 per month. You already own the house. It was affordable before. Now it's even more affordable. Your total monthly payment goes from $3,570 a month down to we'll round up. We'll call it $3,120. Now, look at what happened to our loan amount. Our loan amount was $467, but now it's $472. So you don't come out of pocket. Yes, a refinance does cost money, but in most cases, people elect to roll the closing costs into their loan amount. And that's what happened here. I added the closing costs to the loan amount. So yes, your loan amount increased, but you're saving $455 per month based on that new loan amount. And in just the first 5 years, you'll have saved $29,000. So this is the benefit of divorcing your landlord, becoming a homeowner, marrying a house, and dating the rate. You have the opportunity to improve your interest rate when interest rates improve. Now, let's take this one step further. Remember what happened in 2020 and 2021. Interest rates came down and the demand for homes went up because they became more affordable. We're going to see the exact same thing happen, because you might be looking at this going, well, Sean, why wouldn't I just wait for 4.5% and avoid the refinance? Because when rates go down, everyone's going to flood back into the housing market and create demand that pushes home prices higher. So you're better off buying a home when there's less demand, less people paying attention, more people saying, we're just going to wait till later. Don't be the wait till later person. Let them push the value of your home up after you refinance. If you buy with a 6% interest rate and then everyone comes back to the market when you're refinancing to 4.5%, they're pushing the value of your home up at the same time that you're lowering your monthly payment. That's the beauty of real estate. It is nothing but supply and demand. So again, if you'd like a buyer's guide site like this built out to compare your rent to owning, I'm happy to do that for you. I want to make sure you really understand this concept, because I think right now there's a huge opportunity and I don't want people to miss it. There were a lot of people that were really upset about how competitive it was before. Everyone's trying to buy a house, so I can't buy a house. And then it shifted to where there's no competition, but now they don't want to buy because no one else is buying. That's when we let fear prevent us from getting to where we want to be. If you have questions, reach out anytime. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.